What's up, Jamokes? Here's the day 3 notes video, okay? And we're talking about sectors. So last warm-up, we kind of introduced a little bit about sectors, so you guys will kind of see it's coming from that idea, okay? What's up? I miss you guys. How are you? It's so good to see you. What's up, fam? What's up? Okay. Been a while. Hopefully the first week went pretty well. Again, if you guys have any questions, email me. If you want to set up a Zoom from 9 to 10:30 or 9 to noon, just let me know, and we could totally do all of that, okay? So what we're actually going to do today is two different things. So I want you guys to take your pen and kind of slice this section in half, because we're actually doing two things, okay? So in this section, we are finding two things, and they both have to do with pizza. I'm just kidding, circles, okay? But pizza is a great way to think about it, so we're going to kind of think about that in a few seconds. So the two things we're finding today, we are finding the area of a sector, okay? And all that is it's like the area of like a slice of pizza, okay? So for example, this is a sector of a pizza, okay? And in each example, here's a slice of pizza, that's a sector, and so on and so forth, okay? So that's finding the area of the sector. And then we're also going to find something called arc length, okay? All arc length is just the distance of the crust, okay? So it's kind of like a piece of the circumference. So if you really think about like this piece of pizza, this is the arc length. If I was able to measure the curve of the crust, okay? That's pretty much it, all right? So if you just remember those two things, the area of a sector is just basically saying, hey, what's the area of the slice of pizza? How much pizza am I eating? How much square feet am I eating? Versus arc length is the actual measure. If I just took like a ruler, a curved ruler, and I measured from here all the way to here, so the crust, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to work with a baby-style pizza. So Mr. A doesn't eat these, okay? Here's a 16-inch pizza, okay? I only go 24, right? But with the 16-inch pizza, something you could say is that the radius of this pizza would be 8, okay? So I'm going to start there. So I got the diameter, I got the radius. Okay, I'll zoom in a little bit. Now that's better. Okay, so what we're focusing on is one slice of this pizza. So, for example, in this first problem, I'm physically only worried about the one slice, okay? Depends on the problem, if I give you a bigger slice or smaller slice, but for right now, we're only working with un slice, okay? So just that slice, okay? So here's what I want you to think about, is that in this example, okay, I'm giving you 1/3 of the pizza. Okay, so right now, I don't want the full area. I only want a piece of the area. So in this example, I want 1/3 of the area. Okay? And again, that's just for this example. Every example is a little different. So area of a sector is literally just taking a fraction of the total area. So if you guys remember, I'm going to write 1/3 again. The area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay, so really for this example, when you find area of a sector, it's a fraction times pi r squared, which is the area formula. So in this pizza we got here, which is this pepperoni, because that's trash, bro. It's all about mushroom, bro. Mushroom is the best, bro. We have 1/3 times pi of 8 squared, because again, the radius is 8, and I need that for my formula. Okay, so that would be 1/3 times 8 squared, 64. So that's 64 pi. Okay, so I want 1/3 of 64 pi. So again, that doesn't simplify really nicely. So your final answer is not always going to be gorgeous and beautiful like me. This example will be 64 over 3 pi. Okay, and that is your area, right, in square units, okay? And that's all you need. So this would be like units units squared. Okay, because we're talking about area. So when you find area of a sector, again, very basic. Find the fraction of the total area, and you've got it. Okay? Beautiful, gorgeous, thought so. Okay? For arc length of this, okay, similar idea, okay? I want, in this case, a fraction of the circumference, because again, arc length is measuring the length around the outside, and we know the length around the full outside is the circumference. So over here, we're still doing 1/3 of the pizza, so I just want 1/3 of the circumference. Okay, because again, arc length is all about length, an actual measurement of like, hey, this is like 3 feet around a pizza or something like that. So that's what we're focusing on. So the formula for circumference was 2 times pi times r, which we talked about in our videos earlier from the past 2 days. Okay, so all we're doing here is using our info to find the rest of it. So the radius is 8, so that's 1/3 of 2 times pi times 8. So that's 1/3 of, that'd be 16 pi. Okay, and again, you're not going to get a cute answer anymore. You're going to get 16/3 pi, and this would be just like units or inches. I mean, yeah, we should have done inches. I'm a bozo. Okay, we should have done inches, but it would be like inches. That's how much that is. Okay, don't worry about what that looks like. I know it looks like a weird number, but if I calculated that out, that would be a certain amount of inches. Okay. I might as well just do it. 16/3 times 3.14. Look, that's about like 16 inches all the way around. It looks, yeah, kind of makes sense. So don't worry about the actual number. Keep it exact just like these two, and I'll be very happy with that. Remember, we don't want to use 3.14. You always want to just use the pi symbol, and I'm happy with that. Okay? Good so far? Hopefully so. Okay? Let's do the next one. So this is getting closer to what Mr. A likes in a pizza, okay? Oh, is this pepperoni again? What? 2 pepperonis? Pepperoni's trash. For this one, let's do the diameter's 20 inches. So this is a little bigger. This is closer to what I like, okay? So the diameter is 20 inches. That means the radius is 10 inches, okay? And we're going to follow the same idea as before. We're basically going to take the area of the sector. So we are going to find what is the area of one slice of pizza. Okay, that's all we're finding. Again, in each example, it could be different. We could have smaller slices, we could have bigger slices. In this case, I'm just going to do simple, okay? Maybe this one I'll do a little bit harder, okay? But in this case, 1 slice of pizza. So if I'm going to do area of sector again, area of sector, I'll write that so you just can remember that. And then arc length again. Okay, so if I'm going to do these two things, I really, really, really need to focus on what I'm actually trying to do here. Because in this example, if I'm finding the area of that piece of pizza, there's 5 pieces. I am talking about 1/5 of the total area. Okay? It's 1/5 of the total area. I know the area for a circle is pi r squared. So this is really 1/5 of pi r squared. In this case, the radius is 10. So it's 1/5 of pi times 10 squared, which is 1/5 of 100 pi, right? Get it, pi, and it's a pizza pie. That's cute. Okay. And then 1/5 of 100 is 20. So 20 pi. And then we'll do units squared again, just to stay consistent. And that is the area of 1 slice of pizza. Okay. The whole pizza is 100 pi, but we want 1/5 of that. So now this would be 20 pi, units squared. All right, and that is the area. That's if I'm literally talking about the cheese, everything, the pepperoni, the crust, all the square units of that piece of pizza would be 20 pi. Okay, beautiful. And then uno mas over here, the arc length. Remember, This is the fraction, so 1/5 of the circumference, because arc length is the measurement of the crust around the pizza, okay? So 1/5 of the circumference, that would be 1/5 of 2 pi r, right? 1/5 of the circumference. So that's 1/5 of 2 times pi times 10, right? Because the radius is 10. That's 1/5 of 20 pi, which is 4 pi. And then those would just be units, because it could be just inches or anything like that. Okay? So again, not a crazy hard concept. You just got to know the fraction, though. All right? So any questions so far? Okay, cool. I'm going to set up the next problem, but I'm going to have you guys do that. And then we're going to do an extra one on the back, just because I feel like I want to give you guys a little bit extra. Okay? So this one, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is what Mr. A eats. We get the 24-inch pizza. Okay, it's the big boy. Okay? No pepperoni, right? Look, you got mushrooms. Gorgeous. You got tomatoes. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay, let's do this one. So, diameter is 24. The radius is 12. Okay? But this time around, I'm going to be mean. I'm going to be rude on purpose. We're not eating one slice like before. We're going to eat more than that. Okay? I'm going to eat, how mean should I be? Let's be really mean. Let's do, should I be that mean? Wait, should I be that? Let's be nicer. Mean but nice. Okay, we're eating big boy style. All right, look at that. We are eating a lot of the pizza. Okay, because I told you, it could always change based on the situation. All right? So, in this case, okay, there's different ways to think about it. If I'm finding the area of a sector, and then also finding the arc length, so the length of the arc, okay, I'm going to just simply set this up. You guys are going to do the work. This would be really good to practice with, especially in a situation where it's not just one slice anymore. Now it's more than one slice. So there's different ways to think about this. If you see that there's 8 slices of pizza, and I have 6 of the 8 slices, you could, if you wanted to, write 6/8 of the area. You could do that. But you guys should know 6/8, this is really 3/4 of the total area. Okay? And this over here is 3/4 of the circumference. Okay? And again, you can continue this down on your own. And again, you could pause the video right now and try it out. I could show you guys, but pause the video, try it out on your own, see what you could do. Okie dokie, all right. During that pause, while you guys are still working, I got my next minion of the day. But it's not really minion, it's a Marvel character of the day. Here we got the Human Torch. Look at it. Look at this. Look at the detail. Look at this beautiful detail. That's the Human Torch of the Fantastic Four. Hope you enjoy. From your boy. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So, after you've unpaused it, same idea here. This is 3/4 times pi r squared. That's 3/4 of pi of 12 squared, right? Because we're working with a radius of 12. That's 3/4 of 144 pi. Okay, so don't leave this in a nasty fraction. You guys can try to make this into something nice. This would be 108 pi of units squared. Do you hear that race car outside? What the heck, bro? What, you in NASCAR out there? What, did you hear that? Ridiculous. Okay. So there's our area of sector. And then finally, for arc length, same idea. We want 3/4 of the circumference, which is 3/4 of 2 pi r, which is 3/4 of 2 pi times 12, which is 3/4 of 24 pi. And again, I'm self-conscious, so I want to make sure I'm doing this right. This would be 18 pi units. Okay, and there we have it. That is the majority of what we're doing, is kind of assessing the situation and going from there in terms of what we want to do. So hopefully you were able to get those same answers and life is good. Okay, but before I'm done with this this video for today, I want to try one more challenge problem just to show you guys and see if you could do anything a little differently. Okay, so let's turn this page over. Let's try one more. All right, on the final problem of what we're doing, draw a piece of pizza. Okay, on this piece of pizza though, okay, this will be an 18-inch pizza. Okay, and now the slice that I'm giving you, I'm not going to give you the full picture. I'm only going to give you partial. Here's the center. Okay, let's say here's the slice I give you, but the only thing I tell you is that this is 60 degrees. That's it. I don't give you anything else other than the diameter and that angle of the piece of pizza that we're going to eat. So let's do yellow, because yellow is my fellow. And we're going to eat this pizza like that. Okay. And again, if you ever feel like you know what you're doing, just go ahead and do it. Pause the video, get out of here, skirt, do your thing. You guys are smart cookies. Smartest class I've ever had. So we got area of sector still, and we got arc length still. Okay. Again, promise you it's not that bad. Promise you it's not that bad, because you guys are rock stars. Here's what you got to think. Diameter is 18 inches, so the radius is 9. Okay, remember, radius is your homie. You need the radius. So I know the slice of this thing has a radius of 9. That's it, though. So in this case, we're still doing a fraction of the total area for area of sector and a fraction of the circumference. Okay, it's the same idea. But in this case, you have to think a little bit harder about how you're going to find the fraction, okay? Because we know this is pi r squared. We know this is 2 pi r. But the fraction is the big idea. So remember this. It's really not that bad. Total circle is 360. And what I gave you was 60 degrees. So the fraction is 60 of the total 360 of a circle, okay? So in that case, that's really 1/6 of what you need to find, okay? And I'll leave it to you there. You guys could solve that on your own. Just make sure radius is 9. You go solve this, you go solve this. So be on your toes, because it doesn't really matter what the situation is or what I give you, or if it's a small piece or a big piece, but if you can find those two things, you guys will be in great shape. All right, peace out.